Linda, how are you? Hey, Lone Star Loot. What's up, Moon Savvy? Hold on, I gotta take a screenshot of that. Hurry, I'm falling asleep. Just gonna stay here so when you go live, me sleeping body will be with you. How are you? How's it going? I love it. I'm good. I'm good. I was realizing that I had an 11:11 show, so I went and moved it a tiny bit more. I'm just going to be on a little bit tonight. Hey, Aknama, how are you? How are you doing, Lone Star Loot? I'm going to have a little Perrier. Is this lemon? I don't know. No coffee tonight or tea. I'm going to do coffee talk at 9:23 in the morning. So we'll chat for a few minutes and then I'll turn around, I'll scan, I'll run some items. How's everybody? Oh, I know that. Oh, that's good. A little bit of lemon. Hey, Grandma, how you doing? So what's new with everybody? Everybody can't sleep. It's late at night. So just in case you guys didn't know, I stream all of my shows to YouTube, and they're available for replay. It's been a little quiet on the Whatnot. I don't know if you guys know. I'm going to talk about this probably for the month of June when I do go live. And I am doing a 365, Project 365, which is I go live every day, whether it's YouTube, Whatnot, wherever else I am, for a year. I'm going to try something. I'm going to do different shows, have different boundaries, healthy ones, short shows, long shows. You're good trying to organize and start shows back up. Oh, good. You're 50 away from 1,000. You're right there. Hey, Amelia. Welcome back, Nat. Hello, Charlie. How you doing? I wanted to get your... I'm still laughing, Nat. Good job. It's hard, like when you take a break because you got life. We all have life happening. Excuse me. It's really hard to get back into it. It's nice to take a break. Breaks are good for us. I took a long one. You're mostly asleep, of course. Hold on a sec. I wanted to see that over there. Hey, Corpug. I know. I can't believe you're still awake. I always look like you think that orb's gonna fall back on me tonight. It was Nat. Was that last night? Amelia, you saw that, right? Remember? That was a crazy orb that just came down into my soul. It was pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna make a clip of that. I've got like some heavy metal right now. uh, I feel like very chill. It was kind of strange. What was I talking? I'll have to. I'm gonna have to. I think I took a clip of that. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to like watch the clip and download it to my phone because you can do that now. I got some little trivia games. So one of these nights we'll play a game. I got this Never Have I Ever. What's going on? Welcome in, you guys. Hey, Bias, what's up? Let me add some mods in here. Even half asleep ones. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Today was like really productive for me. So last night, I will let you know. It'll probably go on Instagram. Excuse me. I did my stream last night from... What time did I start? 11:40 because my sister called me and we talked on the phone for like 30 minutes. Well, I've never. This is a good one. We can play this too a little bit. It's always fun, right? These are kind of like not as good as the naughty one. Kind of, I don't know. Remember, they're probably kids. They're perfect for you, Deanna. Never ever have I never ever been called to the principal's office. What the heck? This is for kids. Of course I have. Yeah, you have my Insta, right? What's up, Yankees? How you doing? Hey, Lauren, how are you? Yeah, so today was super. That's good. My kid has. Our principal is an asshole, but she got fired, so that's okay. The next one after that was great. So, yeah, that was a few years ago. I know, well, I haven't done any shows. So I'm day 3 of the 365 project. Good. I'm really good. Today was super productive. I had the show last night from like 11, say 11:45, and I was on until 2:03, and then we rated this awesome seller who's been on the platform for about 9 months. She had cute stuff. She's really great. It was like C underscore AND underscore CNC, but it's like C underscore and underscore C. Rated her about 215. Got all my shipping done. I sold like 5 or 6 items, and then took it to the post office this morning. I think I went to bed at like 4. Got up at 6:30. Did all that, and then I was tired, so showered, did all my stuff, worked on YouTube, worked on my shed, got prepped for 2 shows, and then I took like a 30-minute nap, and some young kid just banging on my door with my big solicitor sign that says, "If you're not selling Girl Scouts, not interested. No solicitors." So a little trick is if you ever get those guys um, knocking on your door, just tell them you rent the house. They'll leave. Thank you. Yeah, so other than that, real good, just busy. My teacher told me to stop, but I had a small cold, so she sent me to the office, and they sent me back to class because they said it was silly. How funny. I have. I see that, Aknoa. Yeah, so this 365 challenge, I think why I'm doing it is because I've done all trains, I've done other challenges that other sellers had, and I'm like, what do I need to do to, like, I don't know, push my selling, and stop. In a way, it wasn't that I was making an excuse, I had lots to do, but just to push myself to go, okay, I want to do stuff. I want to do more sales. I want to move more stuff because I'm going to change some things I'm doing. If a kid complains about how any kind of symptom, they have to be sent home for 24 hours. I know. They have learned not to fake it. The policy in the school district is like, if your kid has a fever, or they threw up, they have to stay home for like 24 hours, right? So like I would just sometimes the kids get fevers, you can't control them. I'm not the parent that I don't give my kid Tylenol and send them to school. There's a lot of people that do that because they kind of sometimes don't have a choice. But yeah, everybody stayed at school sick. Yep, even the teachers. We had a teacher really really sick in the kids' school and had COVID and was still at work, no mask. So yeah, that was the band teacher. He was a real beach. Yeah. It, and that was during the pandemic, like at the end when they went back. And I get it, but it was bad. A lot of kids got sick in the band. Oh yeah, my kid got it, and like 5 or 6 other kids that when he was working with I don't know what their trumpet players, all the brass, I guess. The whole section was got COVID from him. Hmm. Yeah, it's too bad, but then he was mad because the kids couldn't come because they had COVID. Well, and he still wanted them to go to the marching band practice. And I'm like, she's not coming. Well, she can sit on the bench and cheer up. Yeah, I told him he was an asshole. I don't care. It was wrong. Parents are afraid to speak up, so because they know he'll treat them different. But you're like, you're sick. You can't go. I mean, she had a fever really high, so oh my gosh, your son's school had the first death in our county. A sub passed away. Man, that's a bummer. That's so sad. Hey, Melinda, how you doing? Our district, there was 2 subs that died. I did not go near the school during COVID. I got called all the time to be a sub. I didn't even work this whole year. I didn't want to. I just couldn't do it. Yeah. They called me so many times, but my student that I always worked with previously, he went to a different school. He went to the autism school. So I liked working with him. He was a great kid. He was very hard. He was very hard, very physical, very strong. Almost knocked me down a couple times. But I didn't want to get reassigned, so I just said no. I was okay with it. Yeah, there was a young boy that passed away near here at one of the other elementary schools. His whole family had gotten it. That was the first week of lockdown. So I think that the illness we had in January 2020 is actually, oh, yeah. I was in, so when COVID hit the United States was like November, they say. And I had a trip already planned to go to New York City. Hey, Deem, how you doing? Um, I'm trying to remember what. So I went January 14th, and then I was there for like 72 hours because it was my 100th anniversary of my great grandmother's passing. And I'm like, now's the best time. So there was already just like literally maybe a couple of days before I went there that, COVID was real, it was rampant, blah, blah, blah. Well, when I got to New York, nobody was wearing a mask. It wasn't until I got on the plane to come back home that my half of my chain was, I mean, half of the I'm talking about trains, half of the plane was filled with foreign exchange students from China, and they were all wearing the mask. So the girl, I remember her name was Lily, and she sat next to me. She's very sweet. We talked on the flight, and then she talked about the mask, and she lived outside Beijing, which is where they were hit the hardest. And when I came home from that trip, I got really sick for about a week, and then it passed to the next person in the house. Then we were all sick, but we didn't know. So I'm pretty sure it was COVID. We just don't know. But then I never got sick at all after that. But it was like I couldn't walk. It was the weirdest illness. My whole body just ached really bad. And I just remember laying on the couch and like having zero energy, and my head hurt really bad. I had a really, really, really bad headache. I couldn't figure it out because I don't really get sick. When I get sick, it's like a big one. And yeah, I wasn't congested. It was like it drained every ounce of oxygen out of me too. Then I started like having a hard time like with a cough, but no congestion, no fever that I recall. But then the kids got the high fevers, and then my husband did, and we still have to be careful with that. It was so weird. Yeah, and I walked a lot like when I was in New York, but once I got off the couch, like once I got home, I was like, "Oh my gosh." And then, then March came, and then we all had to mandatory get on lockdown, and that was crazy. But I got like a heads up from a friend who works in has a pretty good position in the government, and said, "Start saving your food, start bulking up, toilet paper, everything, and stay home. Try to get your groceries on stock." So basically, 2 weeks before you guys heard the news, I got a little heads up. So that's what I didn't like go buy 1,400 rolls of toilet paper or anything like that. But it was just weird. I photographed the whole thing, and it was kind of crazy because when I look back at the photos, I'm like, whoa, we lived through that. I mean, this is just weird. Like to experience, go on the streets, nobody's there. It's just like Twilight Zone ish. My symptoms was really bad cough that lasted a long time, and then it felt like an elephant was on your chest for months, and that was the beginning. Hey, Todd Gold, how you doing? Hey, Eyes on the Prize, what's going on? It was just a weird time for all of us. Some of us, didn't experience any of it. I didn't think about it at the time until months later that I probably got COVID from when I went to New York in January, because we didn't start getting it till what, February ish. I know, yeah, because he was young. They missed a lot. Like my son was they grow up real fast in the pandemic, but the kids they missed a lot. We all missed a lot, but the kids really missed a lot. Yeah, and because he's his only child, so there's no sibling, that makes it hard too. Because that's 4 years. I just realized that today I was making a YouTube video, and I was like, when I was talking to people who would potentially view it, I started realizing that I started my YouTube channel May 1st, 2020. I thought I created it before, but I must have just started it because I was taking the live selling, that was the plan. And I didn't do anything with it for like 2 years. I wanted to photograph it too, but just enjoyed others. Empty streets are wild. Yeah, I used to go on nighttime hikes and walks, and I do a lot of street photography. I would work for people, and they would like pay me to photograph their family from their porch. It was a weird time. Yeah, it was, but it was crazy. I did a lot of nighttime photo shoots. Yes, my town was a ghost town, literally. I loved it. To be honest with you, I liked it with no people. I enjoyed it. It was like a time, you know, For some people, it's good to be home with their family. Some people, it's not. But I enjoyed the time with the kids. Yeah, the streets were wild. Like we went to a town just not far from here. Yeah, even my husband was like, but maybe a couple of months we can handle it. But then it was like longer. And then when the kids were in school, they weren't even doing schoolwork. They were doing it on the computer. The teacher was reading books and stories because they didn't know what to do. And that was March through June like 8th. And then at the end, they were like, all right, you can keep your Chromebooks and then we're going to resume school, but you're going to do from home. And then I think we went for that school year, we went all the way to May, which was 2021. And then they started going back, but they were only going back 8 to 12. And then on certain days of the week, and all the kids had to wear masks. They had all this, I don't know what they did. It was kind of crazy. And then I worked in that for one day, volunteer. And then I'm like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, it was kind of like a stressful. I don't know how the teachers made it through all that. Kind of married Ghost Town. Yeah, the takeout though in your area is crazy. They started building. Remember, they built stuff on the streets and little huts or whatever. Eh, There's in our town, in the town over, they have still have a couple of businesses that have it, but now I think LA County just said no more of that. No more of that. You have to tear it down because it's blocking parking and stuff like that. You were pregnant when it all hit. Oh my gosh, that's scary. And shut down. It was great to be home through a pregnancy. Okay. I was having a hard year at work with a violent student. It was a godsend to be home and safe. Oh, I'm glad. My husband's job stayed open with the government authorization. It was an essential job. He brought COVID home. My husband had an essential job too. So um, he was only home for a tiny bit, but it was like maybe the first 2 or 3 weeks because we didn't know. And because his job is very essential, it's not a government job or anything. Yeah. Yeah. He had to go to work. Best thing to come from it, curbside pickup. Yeah. And then lots of delivery options. Isn't it crazy? Yeah. It's like, I remember like when I got the heads up, I was like, oh my gosh, my produce and all that. So I was like stocking up on antibacterial soap because then I would wash all my food with all that and it had to be like organic because I don't like to put chemicals. Everything had to get washed. It was like too much. But I was already used to that because my spouse had a kidney transplant. So I was already like, disinfectant wipes. I already was into the masks. I was prepared already. I sold my soul to Satan and took a free Walmart Plus account, and I love Walmart delivery. Oh my god, who gave you a heads up? Just a really good friend that I have that has a high security job. Yep, you have Walmart guilt. I can't call them out; they'll kill me. Yeah, they just they're my friend, and I've done work for them, and they're just like, D, get some food, get the essentials, and then some. But I did, and then we didn't have to worry about anything for 3 or 4 weeks at least. And by that time, people were going crazy with the toilet paper. I didn't have to worry about that. I got enough, you know. Um, hey, Bull City. Well, it was everybody knew about COVID already because it was already like in different countries. I knew too because I have cousins in Italy, and one of my cousins is a doctor, and he was telling me because I talked to them, through Ancestry. Hey, what's up? And it was just crazy. I saw some of the pictures that they would send me. Like they're like, we're not even allowed to go outside, And we use like Google Translate to communicate. So I know I missed some of it. And I was trying to think of the town that they're from, but a couple of them passed away. It was kind of a bummer because I just connected with them. I mean, it is a bummer. And we were sharing like old pictures, and we were connected through my grandfather's side, my mom's father's side, and it was neat, and then the pandemic hit and we were communicating, and then the one that she's a nurse, and then her brother's a doctor, she passed away, and she had to stay in the house, so her body was like in the house for I don't know 8 weeks till they could come and get her. Thankfully they're doctors, can you imagine, so they knew what to do, but I worked customer service in a store and they didn't want me working with the public. I wanted out of retail so bad. So my son and COVID let me escape. Yeah. All the folks that worked in retail or food services or delivery services, and that's like hard, especially when people can be. I mean, most people I think are nice, but the few that just make it so difficult that you just want to throat punch them. I don't know how you guys do it. I admire that field because it requires like amazing special people to deal with that. And I'm sure they're few and far between, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think. It was weird too, like the first time going out to eat. Like I'm not paranoid about stuff, you know, but when you have little kids, you change because you want to keep them safe, and you want to keep yourself safe so you can be around for your kids. Like number one. But I just remember like going into a restaurant to eat like the first time where the pandemic kind of got better because it was like a hill and a valley, right? Low, high, and people were getting sick. And so when eating on the patio, just I was like looking around, you know, and but eventually it got better, and thankfully we didn't. I think I got COVID one time, so and thankfully no long. Kathy P, no long COVID. But I do have friends that have siblings that have gotten long COVID. My friend's sister really bad. My mentor, one of my old bosses, passed away from it. He was one of the first people that died of COVID. Um, that I knew. He was a nice guy from New Jersey, but he had traveled overseas and got it and came home, and he had other health things that just kind of took his life. And he wasn't a very old guy. He was kind of a young guy. What's going on, Kathy? We're just chatting. We're just talking about life and all the things. Um, is my music too loud at all, you guys, or is it okay? I'm having a little Perrier. You can't hear it? Okay. It's kind of loud in here. It's like metal. I just woke up from couch. My usual. Oh, I was going to ask you. You're on early because this is like your nap time. I think sometimes it blocks it out. How funny. Okay, I remember at the oh wait, I remember at the very start going to the grocery store and people would get too close. It made me nervous, right? Remember they put the 6 feet and all that. I still to this day I don't like anybody behind me. I just don't. I've kind of never liked that since I was a kid. So I like my space. I love personal space. Like I feel like respecting me, I'm gonna respect your personal space too. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. One day I'll show my pictures from the pandemic, not the portraits because that I don't. I always need consent for that. But I took some crazy street photography stuff, and I remember like seeing people who live on the streets that are houseless, homeless, and like they removed all the park benches. Like no one's out. Let them just live and be safe. And you'd go walking at night and you'd see more people in this one particular area, and nothing but like I guess the outdoor dining where they built it, they were staying in some of them, but I'm like they're not bothering me, so I'm not going to worry about it. And but then they started cleaning it up and everything was good. Do you have an online photo page? I do, but I don't share it on Whatnot. Yeah, I do have a whole business website and everything for that, but I just don't share it on Whatnot. They're strictly separate. Yeah, they do. Those they do. Yeah. Thanks for asking about it. Katie B. What's up? Because then it's just a separate. But I know you understand that. Yeah, I'm actually redoing it right now. I'm actually redesigning it right now because I'm changing some of the photography that I do. Um, my nose always gets so itchy. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it was just a weird time. Tonight I was like reflecting on it. Like to some, they think it's fake. They think all this stuff. I don't really care. I know what I experienced and the risk. We're high risk anyhow. Yeah, and I'm glad we're all here. And if we've lost people, I'm sorry. And that maybe they're all with you in spirit. And it was just a weird time. And it's 4 years. And I still am just like, how did that time go? I look at how I know, like, even it's like it was a daze that I look at pictures of my kids like they were little, and I'm just like, how are they so big now? Right? Lone Star Loot. Anyway, welcome in. We were just chatting, hanging out. I'm doing the 365 challenge. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to talk about it more because I laid out my whole schematic north of Dallas. Your neighbors. Your neighbors. All right, let's ask another question. Hey, Nurse Nancy. All right, these are kind of dumb, actually. Should we play 52 pickup? These are all for kids. Shit. I need a bad word one. I can change them. Here's a perfect one. Ready? I have never ever stayed up all night. Who the Add between the sheets to the end of each one. Who? That needs to go there. I should say that. Yeah. I have never been in a helicopter. Oh, maybe you have to guess if I did it. I have never ever been in a helicopter. Oh, you guys are close. Oh, say between the sheets after you read it. Oh, no, but when you read a fortune, you're supposed to say in bed, right? I have never ever been in a helicopter between the sheets. Gotcha. Right. All right. I have never ever eaten squid between the sheets. Oh, you're gonna make me cough. I gotta get rid of this cough. I know. I've never eaten squid between the sheets. Keep your minds out of the gutter, sickos. I have never ever eaten a bug. I've eaten bugs. Bugs are good. Some bugs are kind of good. I've never ever picked my nose. Come on, these are kids. I have never ever eaten something off the floor. Probably when I was like 2 or 1. It's a good one. Never ever have I ever seen a tornado. Anybody? I've flown over one. Last one out of Tulsa. The dogs get it first. Nope. Kathy, anybody ever see a tornado? Not on TV, like in real life. Ugh. I can't. Okay, here's good. These are for kids. Never have I ever farted in an elevator between the sheets. I'm running the other way. No, but I've been in an elevator where someone farted. Ugh. Right? Bad. It's usually like some teen boy or old man. I have never ever held a snake between the sheets. Legit, these are real. It's backwards though, right? There you go, sunshine and lollipops. Oh, they get worse. These are funny. Okay. Never have I ever clogged a toilet. Look at that. I just saw this TikTok of this girl. I think it was fake. She's like calls 911 because she clogged her boyfriend's toilet. So she took the cat to poop and put it in the cat litter. And then the guy's like, did you poop in my cat litter box? And she's like, no, I think your cat did it. He goes, my cat died a week ago. Yeah, I think it's fake, but it's pretty freaking like hilarious. And she's like, oh, I guess there's no second date. I have never ever fallen asleep at school. I did. I fell asleep at school in 3rd grade, and then I forged my mom's signature to say I know that she fell asleep. And it was very bad. I wasn't even good at forging a signature back then. I got better in 5th grade. Because my mom has real nice. All right. These are all like kid ones. I'm looking for the better ones. Those are pretty funny. I have never ever been on a date. I hope not if you're a kid. I'm going to rewrite these with a Sharpie. What do you think? Should I? Yeah, these are like kid detention. I have never ever stole from the Goodwill. I'm going to redo these. I've never stole from a thrift. I never have. But I have never ever snuck out of the house, it says, but I've never stole from the thrift shop. I'm going to make my own game. Okay. I have never ever peed in the thrift shop bathroom. I could forge my mom's exactly, and then life paid me back. My daughter could forge mine, right? I think one time my mom's like, "Oh, just sign my name." And I'm like, "No, you're not ethically supposed to do that." But when I was in third grade, I didn't care. Like, I didn't know what ethics meant. Oh gosh, never ever have I missed a flight. Anybody ever? I missed so many flights, and then I'm going to talk about why I missed them. I used to travel a lot. I had a job where I lived in my suitcase. I was a national sales manager for a beauty company, so I traveled all across the United States. And there were a few times you'd go party out with your buyers and stuff, and I missed the flights all the time. Back then, like they'd get you on the next one if there was room. Now it's like I don't even know what happens when you miss a flight. Now you got to pay for it. Yeah, one time I never got I didn't get the wake up call, and it was like before um, I mean there were still cell phones, but it wasn't. I don't know. I don't think my cell phone was working in the hotel, like no good connection. And I remember not getting the wake up call and the alarm not working. And when I woke up, it was like 20 minutes after my flight took off. And I had an early flight. I was going home like 6:30 in the morning. What are you gonna do? You miss them all the time. We were both good kids, though. Neither of us did anything bad with our talent. Yeah, exactly. That's good. I don't know. Some of these are like kind of weird because it's like some adult. So I have never ever ordered something from Amazon. I only was on a plane about 40 years ago. Really? Yeah, it's been a while for me. Let's see, a couple of years. But before that, I didn't travel for like ever. 40 years, lots of changes. But like my sister, she don't like to fly either. I have never ever had a job. No, I haven't. I'm a reseller. No, and because I've been told to get a real job, this is a real job. But you guys have heard that. You smoke the whole way. Oh yeah, back in the day, people could smoke. That's right. My first flight ever was as a babysitter. My neighbors flew me as their babysitter, and they were smoking on the plane back then. And I remember I was like kind of nervous because I was like sitting, Southwest had the seats where they faced each other. So like one row would be backwards and the plane's flying that way. So I sat there and I was like, maybe like after we took off, I was like, oh, I love this. And then I became a gypsy. Yeah. But there people were smoking and kids, like you could sit wherever. It was pretty fun. I worked for a family court and I showed the judge I could sign his name perfect. He looked at me and said, I'm glad I can trust you. Well, like, that's a huge, like, I took a law class in college and the professor was a judge and a lawyer and explained about the old ethics. Like, that's fraud. So she taught us tort and all kinds of different things. And I just remember like how her face looked when we talked about forging signatures, or if like you work for something somewhere, and the boss, you've got people that are like, oh, just sign my name. Can't do that. They could get you on fraud. So I'm like, never ever will I ever sign anybody's name, even if it's my family member. They're like, oh, just sign my name. It's fine. No, sorry, not gonna do it. Okay, here's one. I have never ever been vegan between the sheets. I tried to be a vegan. No, no, not gonna do it. You never did, huh? Good for you. I know some people that sign like they don't even think about it. I have never ever. ran for my life in bed. I have been had a vegan between the sheets. I might snort. I have never ever faked an accent for a day between the sheets. I need to get a better game, I think. These are like. Oh, here. I have never ever screamed because a spider jumped up beside me in bed. Hey, welcome in, you guys. We're just kind of chatting right now, hanging out a little bit. I'm reading some dumb cards. We're playing Never Have I Ever. Because we can do whatever we want on these streams, right? So my bin is loaded, and I'll do a little scan here in a couple of minutes. And then I'm just going to be on for a little bit tonight. So you guys are going to have 30, 40 minutes with me. And then you are going to go to bed. Have a good sleep. Watch out between the sheets. Watch out for the vegan. All right, honey. Good to talk to you. I have never, ever finished an entire game of Monopoly. It's because you cheat. It's because you cheat. I have never, ever dressed up like a Peter. Can you believe it said that? I just read it wrong. I made it up. I have never dressed up like a pet. Have anybody ever dressed like a pet for Halloween? This happened all the time to me. I have never ever lost my wallet. So many times. Anyway, these are like for kids, so I know. Oh, this is so me, you guys. Ready? I have never ever said a fucking bad word. Sorry. It says it on there. For sure, I never have done that. 5 people leave. No. It's late night, right? Some of these are just like I have never ever sang in the shower. Never. I sing in the shower all the time. Who doesn't? I mean, good acoustics usually. I have never ever played strip poker. Never. Oh, I did ask my grandpa when I was like, I don't know, like 10, because I didn't know what it was, and he's like, "You sure you want to do that?" And he cut the cards. He said, "Okay." And then he said, we played with Oreo cookies back then. Yeah, he took all my Oreos. He was such a cute grandpa. All right, so much for that. Never could I ever. I have never ever gotten my ears pierced. No, I have. Let's see. I have never ever been to a party. Yep, never. No one likes me and doesn't invite me anywhere. Never have I ever missed a flight. That's like a duplicate card. Oh, never ever have I never made up a language. Of course, I made up my own language. I have made up an accent before. All right. And how about you, Kathy? You fall asleep on the couch. Maybe this for you. Or Nat. Nat might still be tossing and turning here. Never ever have I fallen out of bed in the middle of the night. Anyway, these are for kids. This game's going to go in one of the mystery drawers. So what's going on, you guys? You guys want me to scan? Would you like to see some of my things? I don't know. I'm in kind of like a cheerful, happy mood. Very chill. Very. I'm still gonna go live every day for a year, 365 days. But I'm tired because I had such a long day. So let's scan. Let's see what I've got. If you guys have a show or you have a request, put it in now. No, you know what? We have a lot of stuff, and sometimes you got to move it. And I'm changing my selling because I want to see what I can learn about myself. I have a theory, several theories I'm testing, and I'll share them when I'm finished with this project. So I'm not going to be going live for like 4 or 5 hours to you know, on Whatnot. Not going to be doing that. Cray cray. Don't be hating. You sent me a message? Okay. Do I need to look at it right now? I can. Nope. Okay. Come to Coffee Talk tomorrow. We can talk about that. I looked at it anyhow. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I won't ever share it. Maybe it's for me. I'm collecting data. I'm not sure. Let me move my chair. I'm testing some theories that I have. Yeah, not a problem. I have that healthy boundary. Like if I get a message, no problem. I usually check them like once, twice a week because I do get a lot of messages on there. And when it comes to like talking about whatnot and all those kind of things, I only do it on Coffee Talk. Yeah, I don't talk about it on my selling channel unless it's like I'm chatting and I choose to. But that's something I did a long time ago where I'm just talking about selling and fun stuff because that's what Coffee Talk. But I know you know that already. Yeah, I'm collecting data about the data and I'm collecting data on. Correct. I'll try if I can. I might not be around. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just trying to test some ideas I have about. See, every time I update the app, it shuts off my tools. Can you guys bear with me a sec? I'm going to come right back. Stay tuned for us. All right, there we go. It drives me crazy. I never had to do this till like the last couple of updates, and Whatnot has it. So I have to turn on seller tools every time. You can watch replay on YouTube? You can watch them. Hold on, let me move my iPad. Okay, here we go. Oh, oh, you mean like when I share? Oh, for tomorrow, you mean? Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. Absolutely. I'm not going to share my theory just yet because I journaled them down the other day, but I'm trying to like press buttons and move stuff and everything. Yeah, Coffee Talk. You can always catch it on Whatnot. I mean, YouTube. You can watch it 24/7. I'll be on at 9:23 a.m. and I'm going to try to do 90 minutes. Yeah, Pop's sleeping. I think Pop came in last night for a little bit. You were. Did you come in last night? Even though I was on for a couple hours, I still like my brain is like I'm delirious already. You know, you missed it. Yeah, okay. I mean, I saw you come in tonight. I don't know. It's just so weird. But you won't miss much. We're just gonna talk and catch up, Amelia. You know. I don't know. I'll collect that data and get back to you on it. Oh man. Okay, so one of the shows I prepped for, I did want to go do it the other night, but I was like kind of tired last night and tonight. Tonight I'm just gonna scan and I'll run stuff on the shelves, taking offers. Okay. Okay. And I went through all my Legos and my Doorables and I made a huge junk drawer. So I'm going to be running those on a stream. Oh man, I made so many shows today with stuff. Because, you get requests and then you're like, I want to do a jewelry one. So I have pretty much kind of like a curated show, but I'm going to break it down. So maybe I have like 3 or 4 days of shows that are all jewelry and then all vintage or whatever. So how are you guys doing on your shows? Is it like quiet for you? I don't know why my light is like not. I'm just kind of going slow. So if you see something, say something. Last night I was running some deals where I was just grabbing stuff and running it. And I can do that too. It's still early enough. I got some more little bitches and cats down here. Have you ever been on a bad train? Hmm. Like Amtrak? Or like Amtrak, right? Yeah, I have been on one. I won't do their train again. Been real quiet for you? Well, you need to go live, my friend. How about you, Lauren? Hey, Triple C, how are you? I was on one raid train with two people. What made it bad? Um, so the person that organized it didn't did wanted everybody to be in their train so they get follows, and then they didn't even show up to the train to support everybody who jumped in the train. It was kind of weird. Um, and then they dropped their spot like the day before. So other people filled in for a train that wasn't even theirs to begin with. It was kind of weird. It was like in the beginning. Yeah, but whatever, no judgment. They just didn't manage it good, and maybe some health stuff came up. I don't really know. I just decided that I wasn't going to do those trains anymore. But most of the trains are pretty good. Some trains have too many rules, and some trains have the rules for a reason. Didn't make one sell on it, huh? Two people, huh? Well, you'll find out now you won't be wanting to do those again, right? Look, putting a train together is a lot of work, you guys. Um, Unless you're like really organized, it's still a lot of work. Like if you guys want to watch OMG, YG behind the scenes, go to her YouTube channel. Go watch her. She's doing like how you just create Sign Up Genius. She made a tutorial on her YouTube channel. It's really good. It's crazy the amount of work. But I watched her one night going live dealing with Battle of the Best. And that's her choice, right? No one made her do it. But if you see the work that goes behind it and you commit to a spot, keep the time slot. Keep the time slot because it's a lot of work because you got to go and find people after you take a spot right away from other people that would love to do it. Yeah, that's crazy. But, I just say that, like, don't commit. I mean, hey, we all know things happen. Like one of the trains I recently committed to, a couple days before I realized that I already had a commitment and it was with my kids' school. That was a priority over anything. And luckily, the sellers were great. They understood. They invited me to the next train, and I did the next train. But they do it every month, and I can't commit every month because I'm doing this project now. So if I knew in advance, then maybe I'll sign up for it and I'll use it as my one day. You kind of have to play it by ear sometimes. I got a little frog over here, a little felt frog. Oh, it's falling over. Yeah, but I've done, I started doing my own train with another two sellers, and it was a lot of work. And then one of the sellers said, I can't do it anymore. And then there was drama between sellers, and I was just like, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it no more. And, it was just a lot of work to manage and then get people to sign up and try to mix it up so you don't have the same people. Oh, that's crazy, Lauren. Seriously? Wow. So, guys, I think I got to check to see if these bracelets. So I'm just kind of scanning. If you see something, say something. These are bracelets that my kids make. They're doing their own little fundraising on Whatnot. I think they're going to probably eventually have their own show. They really kind of don't want to because they don't want to be on camera. And I'll never make them go on camera. Little mushrooms, more bracelets. Happy doggy, here you are. It's pulling your bone. Whee! I love the dog. Yeah, that's kind of bizarre, but All right, I'm going to go over here. We got a little owl kind of amber glass creamer. Little Japanese bridal doll. Got these amazing food dogs. We've got a little bit of glass up here. Panthers, some candlesticks. Uh-oh. Dolls. More glass, some bronze. Zombie brought his mine, but they could do it without being on camera either. Yeah, they could do either way. Nobody forces people to be on a camera. It's a choice. Always sign up for a train and have instant regret once I say yes. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, trains don't always make you money. If you're just starting out, it's a really good way to network. you know. But we can talk about trains um, tomorrow more. Like, get connected with OMG. You've been on hers, right? Yeah, if you sign up, commit to it, do the trains. Everybody's nervous. Believe me, everybody that signs up for trains is like, oh, shoot, why did I do that? And then they don't feel like doing it. GR, what's up? How are you? I'm just doing some scanning right now. It's got some little fidgets. Hey, Susie, welcome in. I know. It does fill up right away. Because you got to know when to look at her site, you know? I look in and I see a slot and I'm like, all right, I signed up. And then I'm like, why did I do that? I said no to trains. But then when I do it and it's over, it's fun and I've enjoyed it, you know? I've enjoyed it. I've got some marbles. Been on it 3 times and haven't been able to get back in. Oh yeah, it's getting popular, and I think like an hour before. I don't know, like the. I know she opens it up like an hour before for some people who have been in like Battle of the Best and stuff. All right, this is my mystery drawers. I'm gonna do them one night this week. I haven't done anything with them. I think I only have 2 or 3, but they're not. Or no, they're not. I have them all full, but not with good stuff yet. I still got to put more goodies in there. So I'll run a couple items. I also used to hate doing less than an hour. Now I prefer half-hour shows. I like 10 minutes. You are picky. Jeez. You know what? I used to think the 30-minute slot was like, because you get that raid, you get pumped up, and then you're gonna be sitting. You have to calm yourself down and run things one after the other. So I've done a couple 30 minutes. I did an hour. I didn't like the hour because then I start selling, and I don't want to go off and raid someone else. I mean, it's part of the train. You know what I mean? But I like trains because I did like networking. I love community. But sometimes it's like you can't do them all. It's okay to say no. Have a healthy boundary. I'm good. No is my favorite word anyhow. No thank you. Fuck no. Whatever. What's up, Bounty Hunter? How you doing? So I pretty much scanned, I think, everything. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a couple things and I'm gonna run them. Because that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Okay, hold on before I trip on my phone cable here. All right, let's see. Let's get to my show. That would be a good idea. Bull City, are you still here? Yeah, Bull City just came back. I'm going to talk about what you asked me. Because it's quiet. I don't mind. You guys don't care about talking or not, right? So let me pull up my items. Oh, why is it so a little bit leggy tonight? You're good? Okay, that's good, GR. I know that there was a news seller train that Live and Bliss, Chipper Flipper, and they hosted it with different sellers like each week. And there was a lot of people that didn't want to be faced on camera, but once they did it, it was like no big deal. What's your favorite kind of train, Lauren? The one you say no to, or what? Hey Kim, how you doing? Tired. Yeah, I'm getting there. Well, welcome in. Yeah, insomnia sucks. I'm actually yawning. I can't believe it. That I'm usually up, 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 but you know what'll happen? I'll get like a second wind, and well, look at that. I might, since I'm doing coffee talk tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing a show tomorrow night because that'll count as my show tomorrow. The show for tonight is for June 3rd, which I started on. Kelsey, what's up? How's it going? Did you make it to bed before the husband got up? Lauren is up. What time is it where everybody's at? Just barely. No, my husband gets up very early, so I can always hear like the shower. And then he don't because he doesn't care, because he knows I get up and I do my thing. 3:18, and I was like in bed, still on my computer doing something, and he's like, he's all, "How was your show?" I said, "It was good." He said, "Good." He goes to work at 4. Oh my gosh, kill me now. But we kind of go to work at this time, right? I go to work at 11 o'clock at night. I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna run this little thimble. It's weird that it's a thimble, but it's pretty cool. You're photographing for Whatnot right now? Nice. I'm kind of doing like hangout listing since I'm doing my 365 project and going live every day on Whatnot for a year. I'm going to do different things. Whatever the hell I want. And you guys all love hanging out, so it works perfect. So if anybody sees something in the store, let me know. I'm taking offers. Okay, I got this cute little Disney Tigger. I kind of showed it last night, but I have more of them, so I need to. Oh, my 365. You got to come to Coffee Talk tomorrow and learn about it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore tonight. Look how cute it is. It's a Linux. I know, I did it. I did you just like that. Yeah, she was just in here, actually, Kathy P. She'll come in. She probably went to Groves. Oh, that's right, you don't. Where is Seswan? Is she here? I don't see her. Oh my gosh. I want lasagna. Hey, how are you, my friend? I was gonna send you a message. I've been thinking about you. Kathy's right there. She just woke up from a nap. Kathy! Yeah, oh, so I'll tell you, Lauren, about it, okay? So I'm doing a 365 project. I talked about it on YouTube, so if you want to watch that, it helps support me. But basically, what is going to happen is my goal is to go live every day for a minimum of 23 minutes. I can do any kind of stream I want, sell any kind of items I want, and I'm going to do it for 365 days, which is a year. And we'll see what happens. And I'm going to do a toy show, different theme shows, different styles, more relaxed, do my own thing. But I'm going to try to curate a little bit more. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we're all the insomniacs. So that's what I'm going to do with it, Lauren. Pretty crazy. You'll end up with 20K followers and a bunch of people addicted to hanging out with you. I know. I'm going to start. And then when I have 20,000, I'll just start doing sponsor a giveaway. I watch these sellers that have like 25,000 people and they're doing these sponsor giveaways and they're selling like 20 or 30 in a night. And I'm like, wait, I thought we're not allowed to do that. Right? But they're doing it. I know. I'm already at 10K, 10.5 or something. 365, the goose drink wine, the monkey chewed tobacco, the streetcar line. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Why do I want to do this challenge? Why not? I'm on Whatnot all the time. Even though I took a little break from buying and doing shows. So I'm just going to see where the road takes me and what I learn from it. And if I can help people along the way, then great. Um, I don't know. I'm just going to just keep doing it each day to stay motivated and hopefully inspire myself to continue to do better and be better for myself. That's pretty much my reasoning for it. Okay, I'm going to run this thimble, $9. It's a little Disney Linux. There's no box for it. I don't know why they call it a thimble, but it's just some decoration. They have a bunch of different ones. Oh, I forgot to change the timer. That's okay. I want to see us 10,000 followers and all of them show up for at least one show. Right? I mean, even like I've gotten 400 or 500 bookmarks when I've done baseball cards or different things, and I've gotten like 130 people show up or 80 people in that range. Not everybody. Yeah, at the same time, be great. You'd have to have some kick-ass giveaways, you know. And that's where I think when people do the sponsor giveaways work, because then they turn around and they give away gift cards or they give away different things. It would be neat to see. I'm sure there's got to be somebody on the app that has gotten a lot of people. What's up, Biggie? How you doing? I didn't get a chance to bring all those other Disney items in tonight, but I have my list still here. I was busy working on a different show. Hello again from Guam. Yes. Let's see. I need other music, or it's gonna like. She is probably close. Her and oh, what's the guy's name? Yeah, well, she's had. There's somebody else that had more than her. What's up, Naked Maple? How are you? Bookmarks are deceiving because it makes you think that many ripple will come at the same time. No, they don't. The one who's beat all of them out is the Whatnot game. The game with the Dave guy that looks like he's AI. No, not Harry. That stream had 12,000 people in it. Leslie, how are you? I'm looking for some music right now that I can actually play on here. How are you doing? It's been a hot minute. I'm good. Getting over a cold. Um, just I guess good. You know, I cannot complain. I mean, I could, but what for? All is good in this little the archivist zone. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I took a little break, but I kind of you got reported for driving from one Goodwill to the other. See, yeah. I've watched at least 4 people do that the last couple of weeks, and I have friends that have been suspended for that. And well, it's touching your phone. So I mean, if you have your phone on, you're not touching it, then you're probably okay, right? But if you're touching your phone and not doing hands-free driving, so what happened? Did you get suspended? You totally broke the rules. Yeah, OMG, I think got in trouble for that too, but she got a warning because I don't think she was touching the phone. That was a while ago. That was a long while ago. So one of the rules on Whatnot, people that go live thrifting, they touch their phone. So you got to mount it to your dash. Don't touch your phone. Don't even read the chat. Make the camera face, like, yeah. I think it's even in the terms. Hmm. Yep, it's there. And for your safety, because you could be driving and start touching your phone and then bam, you're a goner. And everybody has to witness that who's watching your live. So it's like a huge liability too for one, you driving, and then all the trauma and all the therapy that everybody's going to need from watching that unfold. So, and we want to keep you safe. I thought about that with my live. Um, I mean, that's really what it is. CYA for Whatnot, you know. I'm sure their lawyers are all over those kinds of things, which any company would be. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, just for safety. So we want everybody to stay safe. Like for myself, I haven't done the live thrifting because I was like, my dealers are all next to each other, and I could walk from one to the other. But my thrift shops that I rarely really go to are pretty far apart. So I would have to drive to one to the next and so on. And you would have to like I would probably just lay my phone on the seat and be like, okay, we're gonna dark screen it because I now know those are the rules. And I'm sure it's something that they don't tell you in onboarding. Maybe now they do. I'm not sure. Give me a second here. I'm trying to make a change and then run some. But we're just kind of chatting, whatever. So what's new with everybody? Anything new and exciting? Okay, I try to watch over on YouTube and comment, and I see I have a few people over there. So hello you guys. In order to come to this auction, you have to actually sign up. So thanks for watching. I know sometimes I get funny comments. Some of the comments kill me. Your 16th grandbaby's on the way. A little girl, 16. How are you grandparents? You're just kids. Congratulations. That's amazing. Are you so excited? You have like 2 baseball teams. Perfect. So, you know it, 888, let me know that they're the Muff Master on YouTube. My light bulb is flickering. No, take off your glasses. There's no polar bears in Austria. Interesting. Yeah, I'm reading the comments, you guys. You are not 60, are you? Hey, man, would you start when you're like 9.5? I mean, that's not funny. But, you know, that was like an old joke, but it's not. It's sick now, right? 18, yeah. Are we high school sweethearts? I can't believe 16. That's a factory. Congratulations. I'm so excited for your family. So when is the little angel? Do it. Sometimes I get trolls in there, and sometimes I react. Respond and comment. I just laugh at the comments because, you know, they're just having fun with it, and I'm never offended because it's just, you know, it's trolls, so you never know where they're coming from. It's okay. It's just hilarious. So I invite them. Come on over to Whatnot. If you can get yourself verified, you can come into my chat. Most won't. Most are in, I don't know where. Where's everybody at on YouTube? Post where you're from. Christopher, what's up, Auntie? Hey. All right, we'll see if anybody comments. Sometimes they're only on the first few minutes. You have 2. Yeah, I'm losing my mind with 2. And my other 2, wait, the youngest is having a baby. Wait, am I reading that right? Your youngest one's 13 having a baby? Or am I reading that wrong? Hey, remember that, Siswan? Cell block 69, top bunk, San Quentin prison. No, okay, I thought baby number 13. Oh, yeah, right. One of your kids had a lot of kids. I remember that now. Because I was like, I know it wasn't a 13-year-old. No, I knew that. But I was like reading it that way. She's having baby number 13. How old is the oldest to this new little sweetheart? Hey, YouTubers, come on over. Come on over and hang out. There's only 2 people over there. One is me. Because they come on for the first few minutes, and then when you don't respond, they just leave and go troll someone else. And that's okay. I appreciate it. North Pole, the oldest brother is about to turn 17. Isn't that mind blowing to you to know that you know, you have grandkids, but you have that many grandkids, and that you're still young enough to enjoy them, you know? That's pretty neat. Like, I think my brother is 60. My sister just turned 60. Hold on, my brother's older. He just turned 63, which is a trip, you know? Like, my oldest brother, 63, because I'm 50. We're 13 years apart. He's 13 years older than me. And it just blows my mind every time. But the oldest grandkid, like, at all my siblings, is my sister, who's my stuff for sale in here. Her daughter is was born on my birthday. We have the same birthday. Hey, Lizzie. And how the heck old is she now? Oh, 43. Because I was 7 years old when she was born. So it was like getting a real life baby doll on my 7th birthday. And it's crazy to think that, the kids all grow up. Yeah, and she's that age. And then my nephew just turned 40, and he's about to have his first baby, him and his wife. They were sellers on Whatnot, and they left. Ron Dog 1904, I think you guys know them. They left. They're not doing Whatnot no more. They might come back someday, but it was too hard with full-time jobs. And then, now they're going to have a daughter, a little girl. And like in August, I don't know the due date off the top of my head. I think early August. I think August, like 7th or 8th. And then, it just seems like yesterday, like those kids in my family were all so little. It's crazy. But that's how life is, the circle of life over here. All right, so I ran that, and I'm yapping away. I was actually going to try to add something. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm grateful and lucky. My mom is still... No, this is Linda's, like... Her daughter has 3 kids, but then her boyfriend, and then she had an ex-husband, had other kids. So it's technically her 4th biological grandchild. And she'll spoil the living daylights out of the kid. Because that's how she is. She's a spoiler. Oh, yeah, she is. Even my kids. Like, my sister, I'm lucky to have my sister. Like, she is the best sister ever. Always there for me. And I can tell her anything. But she has such a big heart, and she's very generous. But she spoiled my kids. She bought my daughter so many outfits. It was kind of crazy. All right, let's talk about something. Okay, Bull City, I see you come back in there. All right, so I'm going to answer your question. Because I kind of feel like talking about it now. You okay with that? I know you are. So, I personally don't... Bull City asked me about some website domain stuff. Me personally, I don't like GoDaddy. They kind of hold people hostage, but they do a good job with certain things. There's so many companies out there you can use, even cheaper than that. I know people that use Google sites. They pay $12 a year for a domain name, and then they use like Shopify or Ecwid or one of those as their shopping cart. But you just have to do the research, and then like discussing, because one thing I know I'm like not allowed to really talk about is because it's an outside sales promotion, is talk about like the shopping cart. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can still use that hosting, or you can use them. There's so many companies. They have a really good rate, but you can get a domain from them. I recommend you buying like a 3 to 5 year domain, at least 3 years. And you can get Hostinger from... You probably get a domain through them, but like Wix or some of those, don't use them. They end up costing more than you realize. But yeah, that one's pretty good. And you buy the hosting, and some of them they'll give you a free domain name. Are you still here? If not, we could talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, if somebody just wants to create a website, it's easy to do themselves. They can go to Google Sites and create a $12 a year site if you're not selling on it. If you're selling on it, you want to get security and all that kind of stuff. And you got to do the research. You got to find, do the research so you make sure that like people, if they purchase on your site, it's secure. That's like with Whatnot, super, super, super secure, like extremely secure. And it's hard too. Like people want to have a website. Do you use Shopify? It does work well. A lot of people use it. I wasn't a huge fan of that. There's also like Squarespace. I liked that. But now Google transferred. Who bought Google? Somebody got Google Sites. Yeah. What the heck? There's also like Bluehost. There's so many companies too. They'll give you the free domain, like I said, for a year, or if you buy like a 2 or 3. And there's another one. I used to have affiliate links on my website. I think I took them down. Fatcow.com was another one. I don't even know. Yeah, Fat Cow is now Bluehost. It's like $3 a month, but that's for the hosting. And then you have to look at the small print because there's some things that you don't get enough bandwidth. You don't get different things. But they have gotten a lot cheaper as long as you commit to a longer thing. Then when you renew it, that's where they hit you every time. Anyways, yeah. All right, let me move this item. So I don't know, I'm kind of kicked back. I'm chill. I'm tired tonight. It's my anniversary, so tonight we'll celebrate. It'll be a nice day, nice evening. So what else is everybody up to? Anybody have a show? Like now it's what, Tuesday? I'm gonna run a couple of trinket boxes. I've got a couple of paper mache ones. I knew I shouldn't have drank that late tea I had. So I have this one that is paper mache made in India. Real pretty floral. And then the inside is, obviously paper mache. So I'm going to run that one. I just have to enter them. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Do we need a poll? We're all chilling. I know half the people that come in about this time are sleeping. Oh, what? That's interesting. When I added a new category, it automatically defaulted to other. I don't like that at all. This is a vintage item. That was weird. You guys can't see that, but on my computer it was like kind of. I kind of like changed the category or opened the category to be right at that. Okay, let me just add this floral. Are you a seller on here? Good solid stuff. I feel like I've seen you on here because I know I follow you. Yeah, you have a couple of shows too. What do you sell? Oh, Pluck clothing. Everybody follow everybody, right? That's how we get growing and going on our platform here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run this. Oh, I did it again. 30 seconds. I don't like doing 30 seconds. I like to do 15 seconds and move to the next one. And tonight I'm real chill. So I'm going to run like about 10 items. And then if there's a request for anything else, I'll run it. So you can check the auction buy it now if you have a request or have a question or ask me. Kelsey, when's your next show? You think on Wednesday? You have your little business, not your little business, but your jewelry business, and then do you work full time also, or is it strictly you're working on your jewelry online and then selling? That's what I thought. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, it's a lot of work. How's your jewelry business going? she raids backyards too. What's that? Yo. Yeah, that happens, and then your business goes down. I know what that is. I definitely know what that feeling is. I mean, I was consistent on Whatnot pretty well, and then I took breaks here and there, which are really important. And then I don't know, 1 week became 2 weeks, 2 weeks became 4 weeks, 4 weeks became 6 weeks. Yeah, but for good reason. And now I'm like, I'm back. I need to do it. I want to do it. I want to see how. I know it's like summer slowdown, whatever they call it, but it's only summer slowdown if you know you don't continue. I got my next show ready. You want to see it? It's in my boombox. Oh, I'm really zoomed in. Okay, hang on. Here's my boombox for my next show. You ready? Can you hear it? Yeah, it's ready. It's filled with toys. You want to see? No, you don't want to see. Okay. It's filled with a bunch of this shit. So I'm all ready for it. I just have to do it. It's all those minis. The mini moon pies, right? All the mini little things. Look. You're trying to get your stuff up on the bay again. Yeah. Look at hundreds. There's a few hundred in here. Need some golden crinkles. Any of those lasagna? Yeah, which character is it? How about some wet ones? Oh, what's his name? It's not focused. Hold on. There we go. I sold tons of these. People would buy them and then make earrings and different things with them. Star Wars. They're tiny. Yeah, they're Zuru minis. I think that's upside down. I don't know what. It's a Nerf gun or something. They're little. Bluey. And then there's like a Marvel thing. Yeah, they're literally like Barbie size. Or smaller. That's so cool. So I'm going to do a show with all these. And just run them. Because these are actually really collectible. I collected them for a little while. Then I'm like, I kept the ones I like. There's a bunch of Star Wars. So yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a lot of them in there. I don't know exactly, like, the company does food ones too. So I got that all ready for my next ones. Which ones did I keep? Lasagna. Just kidding. I kept like all the cameras. I kind of was collecting. I had a bunch of the little mini cameras. Or like I kept this one. A little tiny Rubik's Cube. So obviously you keep them in the package. Isn't that cool? So I kept those. People like literally make earrings out of them. So here's like a camera, like a little Instax, Polaroid. And it's all the little princesses. That's pretty much what I kept. I just dropped the ones. And then I have there's like 4 or 5 different versions of the camera. And then there's some gold coins I kept because they actually kind of have like a good value on them. Let's see what else is in here. Like a Razor scooter. Yeah, so these are all in here, but I think I have even more than I should. I don't know what this one was. I can't even read some of the text on it. Cards Against Humanity. So a lot of them are empty, but people use them and do they make those collages and stuff. and stuff. It's kind of fun. My favorite. Here's my favorite one I kept. Twinkies. Some of these actually go for like 5, 10, 15 bucks. There's some older ones in here. So I just almost finished going through the ones. But some don't. Some are like regular. But they're just kind of cool. Like a frisbee. You love that game. Yeah, so I got a whole bin of them. I sold some before on here and they went for tons of money. That was quite a while ago. Should I keep this mic and do karaoke? On the Whatnot? Look how little this thing is when we measure it. It's tiny. I said a goofball. Yeah. Dora the Explorer. Ooh, I love it. I keeping that. I wasn't gonna keep that. I think I already have one. Yeah, there's like a lot. I think there's like 150 in here. That's your cat's name. That's right. Your cat is Dora, huh? I love that name. Oh, jambalaya. Anybody need some jambalaya? It's crazy how detailed they are on some. Yeah, so there's like little figures, tiny, and they're fun. So I'm gonna be having a stream with all these minis. I gotta just organize them and then put them in the, and they weigh nothing. It's just when you ship them, you want to make sure they don't get damaged, you know. And then like some of them are like these little balls, like how they sell them. I don't know if this one. I wonder if this one opens up because it has the wrap. Yeah, it has 5 miniature newborn unicorns in it. Oh my gosh, I'm not opening it. I'm not gonna do that. So that's one of the shows I got ready to curate where I'm gonna run things for 20-ish minutes. Okay, so let's see. I've been on for what time is it? 12:50. So I've been on for 1 hour. So that was my rule. I was just gonna be on for a little bit tonight, right? So let me see who we could raid. Who is on? I know the Grove is on, but I'm gonna look around. I want to see who has like really a low amount of people in their stream. They'll probably raid over the Grove. They're pretty good. What's going on at the Grove, Kathy? Are they busy or no? Let's see. I went to her show last night. All this and that. Yeah, it's very quiet tonight. I think the app was glitching earlier. It also is Monday night and it's summer. Kids are graduating from college, high school, all this week. People be broke, and that's okay. Yeah, this June is always weird. But I tell you what, like in sports cards, it's crazy. It's busy. Or Pokemon. Snack category is pretty busy too. Yeah, but some of the Pokemon ones, like one of the big ones right now, he has 100 in his stream. He usually has 300 or 400. So we can raid over there and go say hello. What's up, Digimon? How you doing? The mall does Christmas in July. Oh, I hate that. I'm just kidding. I never got into that Christmas in July. I feel like Christmas is in December. That's enough for me. But hey, do it. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm just not that person to be that organized. I think it's awesome. It doesn't get me in the spirit, I guess. I could do it in September. But then people are over it like halfway to Christmas. Those people, mad respect. I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I think we're gonna raid. We'll raid over to the Grove. and we'll see what's going on over there. Like I told you guys, I was coming on for about an hour tonight. So let me flip my camera. Okay, there we go. All right. Tonight I feel like when I zoom in on the stuff, I feel like it's blurry. Good to see you too. Thanks for coming on over, Kathy Cakes, and thank you guys for hanging out. So we'll raid over to the Grove Harlot, and we'll see what's going on with them. I'm sure we'll raid over and it'll be like doll body parts everywhere, right? So always, like I say, I'll be on tomorrow morning for coffee talk at 9:23 a.m. Pacific Standard. We're going to talk about Whatnot. We're going to talk about my crazy challenge. We're going to talk about summer slowdown. We're going to talk about whatever we want. So feel free to come hang out. I hope you have a good night's sleep. And remember, be kind, take care of yourself, and give yourself a lot of love. So let's go over to the Grove. We're going to do a raid right now. Let me read what you said. Good night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Adios, amigos, my friend. It was very good to see you. So I will see you guys on the next one.